Oh, we lost Raymond. Ray, come back.
Starting it up right. Bling.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined, as always, by my good friends Chris, playing the noir detective, human, inquisitive rogue, wizard, Manix.
Hello.
Heather, playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue, Kaless.
Hello.
Rochelle, unfortunately not joining us this evening, normally playing popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers, Gillian. Raymond, playing the heedlessly brave Tortle Battle Master Fighter Rogue, George.
Hello.
And Reese, also unfortunately not joining us this evening, playing the undead-hating animal-loving Hill Dwarf Druid of the Moon, Theron. How's your
Kind
web
of wish you their way together, huh?
Yeah.
cam got overly stretched? Yeah.
Dwarf and Triton parents are in town for the weekend.
Some might
That's
do it
right.
together.
How convenient. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series, Crafting Annihilation, on Thursday mornings. If you'd like to support the channel, check out patreon.com/roguewatson. Shout out to Platinum patrons Andrew, Richard, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Nick, and Ribzung, and Gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy and Yuma, Marco Stead, Vicente, Gilberto, Sean AK, Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, and Sam. Thank you all very much for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord. For streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. We have a shorter crew. It is our 50th session, though. Yay.
Yay.
And it's Friday the 13th. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. Yay. It's like,
Love it. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, after a long rest in the Dragon's Lair, the party bid farewell to Hugh Hackenstone and began the journey north through the dark mine tunnels leading to Hrakhamar. Musharib acted as their guide, noted that the journey should take about 2 days. The way is normally safe when the dwarves were operating the mine and the forge, but these days, nothing was safe. After traveling for most of the day, they came across an underground river. It was also the site of a battle some time ago, identifying weapons and campsites of kobolds, as well as the albino dwarves from Hrakhamar. They also stumbled across some of the undead remains, as well as disturbing several overeager carrion crawlers. And I'm going to interrupt my own recap because I have another poem to recite. So I mentioned I was going to do a character poem each week. I do have poems now submitted by Jason for each character, but they also did one for the actual session that occurred last week because of a memorable moment. You can all probably guess what that was that occurred in last week's session. So this is the poem is titled "Die Zombie Die" by Jason Scott. Some have the opinion zombies are simple foes, but these fools do not reckon with their constitution's saving throws. A zombie can be bitten and squashed, pierced all over and slashed, set on fire or chilled with frost, seared with acid and bashed. The damn undead will dismiss this pain, paying all this effort no mind. Heroes may with all their might strain and still no victory find. For zombies have undead fortitude that sets them above their class. Ghouls can be beaten with weapons crude, and who has trouble with a ghast? Vampires are bloodsuckers and quite articulate. Liches are spell slingers and most powerful, you bet. But neither brings the consternation that shambling, groaning zombies can. Seeing a corpse avoid destruction, nothing hurts the pride more than. Even clerics have trouble, for though they cast down sacred flame, a zombie can dodge on the double despite its clumsy frame. A zombie can be chopped to bits, and those bits can still attack. You'll be driven out of your wits, and you must endlessly hack. So yes, among the undead legion, lowly zombies rank the worst. They call great power into question, making heroes feel accursed. Any armchair adventurer claiming zombies are no threat should be met with scornful laughter and told a real life to get. If you should zombies be fighting to smash through their ghoulish guard, your only hope is to be critting. Strike them extremely hard. Thank you very much, Jason.
Very
for
nice.
That.
Very nice.
That's good.
Appropriate poem.
Also,
Also,
rhyming
fuck you,
articulate
zombies.
with "you bet" is one of my favorites.
That was good. Very nicely done. To continue, in the remains of the dwarven camp, Mushari found an earring belonging to his sister Scythe, and revealed that when the fire newts took over the forge and his people fled, some of them fled into the tunnels rather than the surface. He was desperate to find her. After resting for the evening, the party continued for another day of travel until they reached a blockage. The mine tunnel had been collapsed, but as Theron and Musharib discovered, it was done on purpose by the dwarves. The only way forward was a spider-filled tunnel that lay off the minecart path. That's where you all find yourselves in now. That was really impressive. I like that.
So, is this the part where Theron and Gillian go on ahead?
You two, get into the spider cave.
That's right.
Meet up with you on the other side.
How odd of you two to volunteer, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's so nice of them to go first. I mean,
The tunnel in front of you is covered in spider webs so thick that it makes it difficult to see. You can hear the sound of muffled moaning and the occasional twitching of a web strand. The smell of death makes your eyes water. But then you all smell a distinct odor above that. And you can see Theron and Musharib actually look at each other kind of at the same time with a knowing glance. And Musharib nods at you all and turns and says, "Natural gas in these tunnels. That's why the spiders were able to take root here. Can't burn 'em out."
you can totally set natural gas on fire.
Yeah, just blow up all the spiders. Sounds like a great idea to me.
Mm-hmm.
Shrewd's eyes go very wide.
That was what I was. That's what I was thinking as he was talking. I was like,
Wait.
how connected
Yeah.
are these webs here? Because I'm about to set that shit on fire.
Can Gillian
what-
pop her little tent thing?
Yeah.
And we all
And then we set a fire outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Through all the miles and miles you've gone now, you have not found a single spot that is big enough for that tent.
Well, so we take some chunks out of the wall. It'll be fine.
Dig a hole for herself.
Just
Mhm.
carves it out.
What would the consequences be if we did set this natural gas on fire? Musharib?
Sure, he makes like an exploding.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a. What's good? Tell me what the consequences are. Like, that sounds great to me.
Who doesn't somebody have a wind spell?
What?
Does somebody have a way to blow air?
Wasn't that Gillian?
Yeah, does Gillian have a spell?
Like gust of wind or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she
To
does.
do what with?
Yeah, she just has to cast it along one of the tunnels, and that will push the natural gas out of the way, and we'll just stand there and be safe. While we light the rest of the gas on fire.
Yeah. Does the natural gas, as far as we know, does it like leak from rocks or where is it coming from?
It just kind of permeates all around you, and yeah, you can see it. Just you're not sure where it comes. And he mentions the fact that because you're in between a mine and a forge, there's just gas pockets everywhere, and because there's been a lot of like mining, and then because these tunnels have been in disrepair and unused for so long, it's possible even more has been uncovered by creatures, or especially the kobolds that have been obviously mining with no restrictions or knowledge of mining.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't. Yeah, I like the gust of wind idea.
Yeah. Look up wind tunnel on YouTube
Yeah.
if you want the physics behind it.
I assume she has that spell, right?
Let's see.
Gust of wind. What does it do?
I think she's used
60
it before.
foot long, 10 foot wide. Blast for the duration. The creatures get blown along the path. They don't make a strength saving throw. And it disperses gas or vapor.
There you go.
Does she even have the spell though? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that is a question. For
Is
some
that
reason, I think
this?
so, but. Third level, yes, third level, gust of wind.
Okay. She used it to cast Water Wall, but I think you guys did long rest after that dragon fight, so.
Right, that was in
yeah,
the
we
mine
did,
tracks.
'cause-
Or no, that was
I
after that was during the dragon
died.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah, because I almost died. We've totally long rested since then.
Yeah. All right, we just gotta get her in a place that we think is like a solid 60-foot zone that we want safe, and have her blast away.
Hmm.
Let's see, how big is it? "60 feet long and 10 feet wide. It lasts for 1 minute.
Fire can't burn for more than a minute, right? This really is starting not to feel like a good plan.
Although while it's on, it's also extinguishing candles, torches, and flames in the area.
Yeah.
But we're trying to set off a chain reaction outside the wind tunnel. This is just to protect us.
From the natural gas fire.
Yeah.
That we're about to set.
What could go wrong?
We stand inside the wind tunnel, and then someone just sticks their arm out and lights the gas outside, and set off a chain reaction.
Oh, okay. You want to be in the wind tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay. And start a fire outside of
So-
the wind tunnel.
Correct.
Right here is all the spider webs. Like right here is all the path for the spider webs and the natural gas, right?
Yeah.
So what if she?
The gas is kind of just all around you, but yeah, the space where the tunnel starts is right there.
Okay.
And
So what if she
you
said-
said that it's the webs that are keeping us from being able to see, like the webs are clogging up the tunnel.
Yeah, I put a blocker there
Okay.
because it's literally just so thick with webs.
Gotcha.
And even I can't see through it with my dark vision.
Correct. Yeah, it's just all you just see more webs essentially.
Okay. So what if she sets her tunnel like right here in this path? So we stand here, and then just someone sticks their hand out, like Raymond was saying. Because then we don't have to worry about, and then we can like tie each other together to a rock, so that way we get past the DMs. You better roll for this or something or the other to stay in the wind tunnel.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
that's
actual
true.
wind tunnel.
Or you
effect.
can just have her make sure she's pointing it towards a wall. We can just be against that wall. But
Yeah. Have her stand on one side, we all stand on the other side. She's just buffeting us with wind.
yeah, I like this. It sounds like we're about to blow up a mine, but I like it.
Yeah, it's what heroes do.
That's right.
And the best part is we can really blow it up because I still have a jar of alchemist fire. So I'll just chunk that bitch right out into the web.
And in the worst case scenario, we just restart the session if we die.
Yeah.
Save our game here.
You
Yeah.
have all died. Would you like to load your last save?
Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm. There's the save button, right? Or we all wake up from a horrible, horrible dream
That's right.
where we were all dying in a burning inferno.
Musharib seems intrigued by this plan, but also still very worried. He keeps making this motion with a very odd, like very worried expression on his face.
If he's not going to be more vocal against it, Musharib doesn't get a vote.
Well, maybe. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Bashir, with your hand motion.
Signal.
There's likely to be some probably some concussive force involved when we set this thing off.
Please, I don't know if there are any survivors in there. Please don't do this.
There won't be for long.
You're a bummer, Musharib. You're a real bummer.
How dare you be the moral compass here?
You were about to have fun and light a whole building on fire. You had to go mention the civilians inside. What an asshole.
Please. I know my people are still alive. They collapsed that tunnel for a reason.
Can I punch him in the face and make him shut up? So he light this bitch on
Well, I mean, he's got a point, though. That's why Max is upset at him. He has a point.
Damn it.
fire? Damn it.
All right.
Oh.
Let's
Tuck
keep
this
this plan in
bottle
our back
back in the
pocket.
fire
The minute we
bag.
know that there are no civilians in these spider tunnels, we put this plan back into action and blow this place to hell.
Agreed.
But we should probably find out if there's some actual children we're about to blow up on accident or
Yeah.
Mannix hashtag think of the children.
something. Yep.
Alright, fine. Nobody wants to go first into the spider web.
Well, I don't. Yeah.
Alright,
yeah.
Musharib, you're the one who stopped us. You get to go first. Grab him by the scruff of the neck and throw him into the closest spider web.
Yeah, he.
You know what I do? Well, I do have my mage hand. I could just be mage handing, clawing at the spider webs.
I'm throwing him into at least one.
just to make a point.
George
Yep.
helps Celeste throw Musharib into the web.
Just one on each side, just out of a bar.
Puffs him in there.
Ugh!
Ah!
If I know how spiders work, we'll just have to wait for them to come down and save them.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Everything we know about spiders is that
Hmm.
And better him at the bait than one of us.
Yeah.
You throw him in, and he kind of rolls in the webs and starts crawling along, and then soon disappears into the webs.
wait, he went farther in.
He's a spider.
He just kept going in.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Wait, he
I'm
just
back
crawled
home.
on the
At one point, you see
Start
webs.
counting in dwarvish. So
Yeah,
we can
webs
hear
start
you.
twitching a little bit, and then they stop twitching for a second. And you just guys keep seeing all you see is webs.
Oh, this
All right,
is
I will with my mage hand be like pulling and trying to dislodge webs with the mage hand
Okay.
I would
from
also
about 10 feet away, I suppose. Like like back here. I'll try to.
I also want to go ahead and cast dancing lights into the darkness of the webs, even though Musharib is making himself a little asshole tunnel.
Guys, now that he's gone, let's go back to our plan.
Now that you know there's somebody in the tunnel.
But now there's no one to remind us that there's anyone in the tunnel.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'll cast dancing lights into the darkness of the webs, so that way we can see where we're going eventually.
Okay.
That way it'll light up all the webs so we can see where we're going, and we'll be able to see the spiders because now they can no longer hide in the shadows.
Do you need line of sight to be able to cast this spell?
No. It has a range of 120 feet. I can cast it in front of me, and then as a bonus action on my turn, I can move the lights up to 60 feet to a new spot within range. Does not say it requires line of sight.
It looks like technically you can cast it anywhere, but doesn't necessarily mean we can see the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the walls.
So I can cast because the range is 120 feet, so I can cast it from anywhere within that 120 feet. I make 4 little orbs. So I start at the 10-foot mark, and then I'll go to the 30-foot mark, and then the 50-foot mark, and then the what would be like if I can see that it's a path, like a straight path, I'll just have it go boom, boom, boom to light it up.
Okay.
But if it curves, I'll just group them all together.
Yeah, you turn these lights on and you flip them through, and it's very hard for you to see still. It's very thick webbings. You can just barely make out these lights in the distance, and you see, again, in these caves, just more and more webbing, and you immediately see the cave turn in 2 different directions almost immediately up ahead. And
That's gonna be a problem.
You see large, like cocoon sacks amongst all the webbing, and that's about all you can see so far.
I turn back and look at Max. But we want to go in there.
I think we have to, or do you want to trek back 40 more miles on a train track?
Damn it.
How is my mage hand doing? Pulling web down.
It's doing work, but it's gonna take a while.
All right.
Doesn't Gillian have?
Doesn't she have what?
Doesn't she have a mage hand?
I don't know.
How does Theron's shapeshift work? Can he shapeshift into a turtle?
He can become the giant spider.
Oh yeah, turn him into a giant spider, and he can just walk on the web easily.
Yeah.
And he could carry one of you. So, does the webbing count as difficult terrain?
You would presume so.
Alright, then I whip my little amulet out for the first time ever and say my little wonderful words, and I boop myself on the nose and give myself freedom of movement.
You're using a finite item I gave you. This is the DM's joy.
I now have freedom of movement for 1 hour.
Nice.
I don't remember how many uses of this I have, though.
Yeah, and I imagine Theron would immediately want to transform.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, how many uses of this do I have?
I believe everybody got 3 uses, yeah.
Okay.
But we all have that?
We got different ones.
Everybody got a different
Yeah.
charm, yeah. From the Oracle at Orlunga.
Oh, right.
Theron enthusiastically heads in to try and head off any spiders. And you see him clamber up into the webs.
We could put Mannix or George on his back.
He enthusiastically heads into the tunnels, excitedly, waving his mandibles around. The webs definitely make some motion, and then they make a lot of motion. And you even hear some some odd creening sounds that sound like Mannix and then sound like something else. And then, or sorry, not Mannix, Theron Spider. So you hear a lot of different voices and hissing and cackling for a moment, and then the web strands go still again.
I'm still pulling down web strands. Like,
Yep.
I don't know how long this. What? Shouldn't it come down at some point?
Or at least make like a tunnel.
Yeah, I'm like
Alright,
bodily pushing it. Like, I don't know what I'm. Like, my mage hand can do as much as my body, so I'm just, like, I'm pushing through with the hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going in, because I can just walk through it with no problem now.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah, you don't have to worry about.
New plan. I'm going to tie a rope to myself, and then to Manic, and then to Gillian. Gillian can be last. And then I'll do my shell defense. And then y'all just throw me in.
What?
Like a
Bowling ball? Yeah.
Like a bowling ball. Yeah, yeah.
Just, ah!
But tied to everybody? So you're just yanking them? I don't understand.
Well, I assume a spider is gonna grab me first, and at least I have a higher AC for protection, and then it'll just pull everyone along with me.
So they just push you.
I assume we want to go to the spiders.
We have to, yeah, but.
Right.
Let us go break
Yeah.
bread with the spiders.
Alright. I'm going in, taking down as many spider webs as I can as I'm walking through, since they don't affect me now.
So as you all walk in,
I do have my sword already drawn, though.
your vision all goes way down as you are in the midst of...
Hey, don't forget I have my dancing light.
Yeah.
So that should still be casting some light.
Yeah, let me add those on there. Let's see, dynamic lighting.
Is this lack of vision not darkness, but just being surrounded by webs?
Yes, trying to emulate
Okay.
being surrounded by webs via your vision.
Well, now I'm not opposed to your rope tying plan, George, because now I'm afraid of getting lost.
See, what you don't realize is George has already thought ahead.
All right, so you are you're throwing George in first. Is that what's happening? With all of you tied together?
I'll give George and myself like 10 feet of slack so that he can go 10 feet away from me without yanking me along. But yeah, tie myself, and I don't know if I have a good way of catapulting you or throwing you very far, George. That's the only problem.
All right, fine. I'll just do a running jump into the web and then
That's what I
pop
did.
into my shell. What shell?
All right.
Okay, can everybody see a little bit at least now?
Yeah.
I could just see the two little orby things.
Yeah, I don't know why yours isn't working. Let me...
Yeah, everything is just pitch black except for two slightly small orbs.
Yeah, those are your thingies. Oh, I got yours the same as everybody's.
But even then, I should still be able to see, like, just bare minimum outlines with dark vision.
Right, that's what I'm trying to do, is give you a little bit of vision, but it's not working for some reason.
It works fine for me. I see.
Maybe you just have to pull a new token out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why can I not grab
Is it
your-
safe to assume Mushari was pulled away by spiders? Is that what it looked like?
You have not seen Mushari,
looked like-
yeah.
It looked like he crawled in of his own volition, though. Whatever compelled him to come in.
Okay, there we go. Now yours is appropriate. All right, so all of you have very little vision. However, you can see Kalessa's lights in the distance, and you see cocoon. You see that the tunnel immediately bends into 2 different directions. You see cocoons hanging from the ceiling. The place is completely covered in webs, and you see at least 2 look like undead figures trapped in the webs, immediately like moaning and noticing you. Since you lit them up with the webs. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys into initiative order, please.
Oh boy.
Why is it bad that staying alive just popped in my head? Ah, ah, ah. Ooh, that was bad.
Boy.
I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4.
The zombie's been waiting forever.
Jesus, George.
George was already running. That's what happened there. Like he was already doing jump as the comments.
Let me add. Okay, I'm still gonna do the running leap sort of thing, but if it looks like Mushri went in on his own, I'm not gonna do shield defense.
So
Because I thought he was carried away by spiders. Now I was gonna try to be carried away too, but
you're not sure what happened to Musharib or Theron. They're gone. You do not see either of them.
But what did we
Theron's
see?
a spider. I'm fine
what
with
did-
him.
Yeah, he'll be fine. What did we see that Amushuru did when he hit the webs? Did he like voluntarily crawl farther in? That's what I thought we saw.
Yes.
Okay.
He was just starting to
And
crawl
then-
his way in, and you just lost sight of
And then
him.
we lost track of him. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
all right. Well, I thought he was pulled by spiders, so I'm just gonna leap forward then, I guess, and not be in my shell. Is that fine?
Yes. It is difficult terrain in here. Since you all pulled away the webs, you're not currently in webs right here. I'll go ahead and get rid of the first. Actually, it's on the map layer. I don't want to mess with that. So this first area that you guys are in is mostly web free, but it is difficult terrain once you enter basically where Kaless is. Sorry, what are you going to do, George?
Oh, I wasn't sure if combat started yet.
Yes, I was just explaining the web situation.
George yells out, "Marco!"
Yeah.
Excellent. Celeste is right in front of me. Celeste, was you going right or left?
They're bad guys both ways.
I know, but which way are you going?
I'll go right.
Since I'm tied to these guys, do I pull them with me?
How much slack is between? Is that a 50-foot rope, right?
I said I put 10 feet between me and him. So
Yeah,
like
so-
this is as far as he'd get before he starts pulling.
Do I drag you with me?
So that's going to be... It's already difficult terrain, George, and that's going to slow you down even further if you're dragging all these people behind. You're literally... I'm not going to make you roll a strength check because I'm going to assume they're gonna basically let you drag them.
Sure. Just be willing. Be willing, guys.
Be willing.
So that means
Whatever
you
happens
drag
next,
Manic.
be willing. Don't question it. Don't ask questions. Just be willing.
Just be willing.
For some
That's our
reason-
motto.
For some reason, Mannix has a slight PTSD moment, and he's remembering a dream of the last time George just started pulling him toward.
Yeah, that's right. This has happened before.
But as soon as he starts to think about it, it just fades away
Can't
again.
remember. Yep.
I think he
Slight
came
bit
out
of
fine
laughter.
last time, didn't he? The last time George jumped down a hole.
Who knows? It's a dream.
All right, you come up and you see a what looked like an undead kobold trapped in a web.
Are we at max health? Did we long rest?
We
You
did.
short rested after the
Oh.
battle
Oh,
encounter.
sure. Okay.
Oh, right. We did have a fight.
Hmm.
All right. Cobalt, huh? This looks like a zombie.
I mean, it is a zombie, but
Zombie
George
kobold.
attacks.
20 will hit
Oh
a
yeah,
zombie.
don't forget all that wonderful new things that he told you about your action surge and all the extra attacks you get now.
I saw.
We're about to watch George eviscerate
down.
this thing.
Extra attack.
Also hits a zombie.
2 weapon fight.
Which one is this one? Is this the bonus action?
Yep. I did my extra attack, and then the bonus. This is the bonus attack.
Okay.
So what was that? 15 plus 20 damage.
20 damage. Yeah, that zombie is still up. It looks like you just hacked down to pieces now.
I'm gonna stop. Well, let me do one more thing. For that last attack, let's try to trip him. Trip him. Wait, hold on.
He
I
is.
take that back.
You know what? I should have given you advantage because he is restrained by the webs right now.
Oh.
You should have given me advantage.
So tripping will not be necessary.
No, I don't want to trip him. It makes no point to trip the because he'll just stand back up.
Hmm.
So can I roll everything again to a crit?
Yeah, I'll give you 3 more rolls if you can get a crit.
Alright, never mind.
A noble effort.
Alright, those are my 3. I'm done.
George, give me a strength check.
Shit, said I didn't have to.
George, you feel the rope tug,
No.
and you look back and you see a hole in the ceiling near Gillian, and you see a large spider leg come in and sweep her and just rip her body from the rope. And you try to hold strong, but that rope just slips right through, and Gillian is gone.
That can't be bad, right?
We tried to keep them in the fight, but to no avail. They're gone.
The zombie will
It's almost
gleefully.
like the DM or the dice gods knew.
Yeah.
The people without players have disappeared.
I said I had a way of dealing with it. I've capitalized on this. Happy
Well,
Friday the
here's a
13th, everyone.
That's right.
People are dropping like
Here's
flies.
a-
Spooky spiders abducting people through the ceilings.
I do have a question. If the spider leg came down to grab her, does that mean that Mannix and I get attacks of opportunity on the spider leg because it is going out of our area?
I would say that you all basically.
And she was next to both of us.
Yeah, well, I dragged her over there, but she got yoinked essentially as she was trying to be dragged by George. This zombie will gleefully attack George, but he has disadvantage because he is restrained. Alas, the other zombie will attempt to break free of its cocoon.
Other zombie. There's no other zombies.
Other zombies. Which that one does. It uses an action and it lumbers forward to get in your face, but that was its action to do so. Go to Coalesce.
Okay.
Zombies from the dark.
Okay. Where's he at? Ah, sweet. He's next to Mannix. That means I get my sneak attack.
Foolish zombie, you've
Yeah.
played right into my hands.
Oh, gotta click the button first. Okay. $24.
Sweet sassy molassy. I don't think a zombie can even roll undead fortitude for that much.
Can
DC
try.
5 plus the damage taken. That's a DC 29. I don't think that's happening. You demolish this zombie as it comes up towards you on the webs, right in the head. As you do, its body shudders and convulses as it falls to the ground, and erupting from its body are legions of spiders.
Ooh. Incubator zombies.
Okay. All right.
Oh, nice initiative roll. I get to go next.
Well, that will then set off the assassinate for the incubator spiders.
They're now named incubator spiders.
Because they haven't gone yet, so that gives. If I see here, if you have, it gives me advantage. Hasn't taken a turn yet. They're not surprised though, so unless they're surprised to be popped out of their thing.
If anything, you're surprised. This body holds spiders. It's very horrifying too. Like, this body falls down and it's just like bursts open with spiders.
The bad part is it's my offhand because I already used my main hand, so feels like a waste. But you know,
You managed to squish a spider.
yeah.
All right, Celeste, the swarm swarms over you. There's not a good way of doing this, but it now literally swarms over you. It takes up your same square.
Okay.
And attempts to bite all over you. Let's see. Over. Everywhere. Everywhere. With the biting.
Yeah, that hit.
You notice something very
uncanny dodge.
creepy about these spiders, however, and that is that they appear to have like bits of them missing, like flesh has like sloughed off, and they have like decaying pieces. Yeah,
that's gross.
Undead baby spiders? The logistics of this are questionable at best.
Well, they're normal-sized spiders. They're just in a swarm.
Oh.
I mean, in D&D universes, they seem like small spiders, but these are regular-sized spiders.
We don't acknowledge the existence of regular-sized spiders.
Oh yes, the rare regular-sized spider in the D&D universe.
I'm really interested to see what happens when they have less than half their hit point.
Explain to me how you uncanny dodge a bunch of spiders swarming all over you. I'm gonna let you do it, but I just want you to explain it to me.
I'm gonna make you say the words.
Basically, she just starts rolling on the wall, just trying to get away, anywhere away from their mouth. She's not always successful, but the ones she is, she does the "not today, Satan," and "not today, Satan."
Excellent.
So basically, Mannix just sees Celeste just like convulsing, just right next to her.
So it's like a freaky dance. I can dig it. I can do that dance too.
I just see Mannix going, yeah.
George, the same thing occurs over here. This zombie suddenly convulses violently, and just falls down. And
I haven't killed them yet.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they got your kill. And
The DM stole your kill.
a swarm of spiders emerges from the body to feast upon your turtle flesh. Don't think that's
Unsuccessfully.
quite. Yeah, unsuccessfully. All right, so they're still all over you, but they're unable to find purchase on your tough exterior. Mr. Mannix.
Oh, man. Can I squeeze over here?
Let's see. What does that look like?
Kind of
No,
rock
that's
here.
wall.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
I was generous with my dynamic lighting, wasn't I?
How? Yeah, exactly. You're very generous.
Well,
Roll.
sorry. You know what? They're in Kalessa's space.
Oh, they're in her space.
I forgot about that.
okay.
So
Yeah,
you can actually take
I
up
know.
that.
Comes-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't. I'm just.
okay.
This is really hard to do.
No, yeah, I got you.
Here,
You can just put
excuse
it
me,
back there.
Kaless. I'm
I
gonna.
get it. Make it bigger.
Yeah, the only thing I have to do is I have to be able to do their hit points at some point. But yeah, so you're basically in that square.
Okay. Do I feel like my green flame blade is more magic than it is fire? or do I suspect
It literally has flame in the name. Do you need to roll an intelligence check?
But it's green. I don't know the rules of green flame. Green flame may not ignite natural gas.
You're a pretty smart guy, Mannix, so you could probably put 2 and 2 together. That says fire, magical or not, might have some dire consequences.
Okay. Well, that's half my sexiness gone then. So I'll just regular stab with the rapier.
Ooh, next
Although-
up, underwater battles.
That's right. Why is my green flame not coming out? Is there any trouble with me hitting these spiders while they're on Kaless? Like, am I just stab it? Like, do I have purchase to stab it?
I would give you disadvantage because they are crawling all over her, and I assume you're gonna try not to stab her in the process.
Okay. Does my disadvantage cancel out with flanking bonus, or do I even get flanking bonus with them being on her?
No, you're not flanking them.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Close is about to light this shit on fire, by the way.
don't do it.
This is like a
We're all in
ticking
here
clock.
now. This is...
There's a countdown ticker for like minutes until Kaless lights this shit on fire.
Yeah, I've got some things I can do, but I'd rather. I think I'm just gonna try to stab at disadvantage. Try not to stab Kaless.
That's probably the more dangerous thing to happen. Oh man, if you had
Roll
crit
11.
failed, I so would have had you stab her too.
Yeah.
11 is not going to hit a swarm of spiders, though. You narrowly avoid stabbing Kaless as well.
That's too bad.
That for a drop of blood.
That's right. Well, if that's the case, and no one's getting flanking bonuses, then I'm going to disengage and go back behind her because I don't want my own swarm of spiders.
Gonna light this shit on fire.
You will kill us all. This place will become.
Not
What's
necessarily.
that? What's that? Isn't there a Pennsylvania town where like the mines have been on fire for like 20 years?
Oh yeah. But nobody can live there because
No one can live there. Yeah.
And you know what
Yep.
the problem was?
That's
They
what-
tried to defeat a bunch of giant spiders with open flames.
Yep.
Don't do
Yep.
that, people. George, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Alright, you feel the tug and the stickiness of the webs around you, but you are unperturbed by them.
So what are my choices for fighting these spiders? They're on me.
They are on you. They are among you.
Well, what are my choices? Can I like shake them off? Can I start singing like Taylor Swift?
Five
Spider's
demerits.
only weakness.
You can still attack them. I would give.
Can?
Yeah.
Can I like slam myself into the ground? Would that do anything?
If you want to. Let's see. They're technically on you, so I guess the rules maybe for climbing on a creature could apply here. But that would cost, I think, an action to try and knock them off of you.
Can I brush? Right. I mean, can I use my action to like brush them off, or what are my choices?
Right.
Never
Let's
It's
see.
never happened to me before.
Yeah.
It's my first.
It's my first spider infestation. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, if you just want me to attack him, I can.
You
do
can
it.
attempt an athletics check versus the climber's skill check to shake them off. It is an action to do that.
Or I just attack with disadvantage.
Or you get attack with
said?
disadvantage, correct.
Got him.
They're just gonna climb back on me.
Probably.
Probably.
All right, can I eat?
Eat them? Is that what you said?
I am a turtle. Portal, I mean. I eat bugs. And
I
I just start
mean-
eating the spiders one by
I would still have you make an attack roll, though you're probably proficient with your own mouth.
Right. I'm just gonna start sucking them up. Come on.
Delicious.
Did I mention the fact that they look like they might be undead spiders? Does that slow you down at all?
Probably not.
I bet they don't taste great.
It does a little bit, but I believe in this
These
adventure.
are mushier than normal spiders.
They teach you about this in
adventure.
fighter class.
Damn it. I used to have salt and pepper, but I don't think I do. No, I don't have salt and pepper in this adventure. This is the action to shake them off, and then they just climb back on.
Unfortunately, they go right after you, so it's
What's
shaking
that?
them off. Yes, unfortunately, they go right after you.
I know.
So shaking. Well, or do they? No, oh well, yeah. I guess they go after Celeste, but if you went right after them, you could shake them off, and we'd have a whole turn to attack them. But
Alright, and I know 11 won't hit them. Alright,
yeah,
I'm just gonna start hacking at myself like you.
it's come to this, has it?
Can we disengage from the spider?
Once you brush them off,
Well, 14 hit.
14 will hit.
You cut off.
14 will hit, yes.
Alright. Do I... Okay.
You managed to not
9
stab
damage.
yourself.
Hmm.
Is that massive damage?
It is not. You kill a few spiders.
Extra attack. Does 25 hit?
Yes. Sure does.
5 more damage.
Why aren't you doing your sneak attack?
A few more spiders.
Oh
thing.
wait, never mind. You can't because you're too far. Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Sneakily kill those spiders on your own body.
Well, I mean, technically they're on you, so you could say you moved 5 feet this way, and then you get your sneak attack.
I don't know if it works. Will it work like that?
Why is that gonna work?
I don't know.
Because sneak attack says,
If you're within 5 feet of enemy's enemy,
mm-hmm,
then you go though.
you get your sneak attack. And since the spiders are already on him, there would be no penalty for just moving closer to us. So that would get the sneak
Okay.
attack.
Yeah, it's still difficult terrain, but yeah.
Alright. Well, with my 2-weapon fighting, I'm going to attack again.
Everyone, cluster together and fight the spiders as one.
Alright, 11 damage.
Alright, you kill a lot more spiders. There are far fewer spiders now. It's the end of a math problem. There are now
Many
6
plus less
spiders
than many.
remaining.
So does that mean that their damage potential decreases?
You would imagine that with fewer spiders in the swarm, they would be less painful.
That's good. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, no more zombies in the vicinity. We go to the Colesse.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna do the same thing. But this is disadvantage, right?
Yes. Attack your own body spiders.
My own body spiders.
Manix feels left out.
I don't have any body spiders.
12. Well, 12 hits him?
12 will hit.
Yes.
You rolled a 3.
I will do 25 points of damage to them.
Alright, you very furiously take your rapier out and just start shredding all over your body. And Mannix behind you, from what you tell, it looks like she is just skinning herself alive. Like it's just whoosh, 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 whoosh. She looks terrifying.
Why are you doing
You
that?
just see body parts flying everywhere. And then you realize that Celeste has in fact destroyed all of the spiders around her in her body.
George sees
She
that.
hulks
Like,
out.
I'm okay. I'll take care of my own spider.
Yeah, I'd rather not have you.
Hold still, George, because I'm coming in with my offhand. You'll be fine.
Stab him. 22 will very carefully hit the spiders.
Pink.
She stabs one spider.
One single spider.
One that was like crawling over menacingly into George's face. Just the swarm will continue to attack George. Oh man, the dice was on 17 and it rolled a 10. That's sad.
No.
Alas.
Mr. Mannix.
Like rolled over. There's 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's go.
Gonna
Are these
stab
on
George.
George, or did you shake them off?
Still on George.
Still on George.
Gonna play the stab George game.
Yeah, let's play the Stab George game. Disadvantage.
I'm really okay, guys.
Don't crit fail. Just don't crit fail.
11 does not hit the spiders.
Nice, just swinging wildly.
Yep. George gets a little wide-eyed as Mannix's sword comes in really close to just slashing your throat.
Wait, is this how you get it, Celeste? No, that's not it. Okay, I'll try it again.
My turn?
Mr. George,
Yep.
please, yes.
Aww.
10 does not hit. 17 does hit.
Oh god, the other one was a crit too.
Oh man. Alright, you managed to kill the last remaining spiders around you. All is quiet at the moment. Although it is just the 3 of you.
Alright, I'm gonna move my light further into this room.
Is there no indication of where?
You see large,
Then
ominous
webs,
holes peppered
or-
throughout this entire cave system from what you can see, but everything's still covered in webs.
Come with me, my lights. I want to put
Alright.
one here.
Well, I'm still tied to George, so I'm
In
just
here.
following behind him.
I mean,
Come on,
technically,
Mannix.
I have
You
one
got
of these.
Gillian behind you, right? Let's go.
I sure. Oh shit!
That's a good horror moment right there, too. You just see the tattered remains of a rope behind you.
Alex just holds up like a frayed
Yeah.
rope. Like, guys. Ah.
See, what had happened was
Yeah.
Any chance Gillian did that herself?
probably.
This sure looks like spider bites to me.
You see like venom dripping from the end
Yeah,
of it.
exactly.
I'm sure she's fine.
Well,
Follow
we're
the
gonna go
bouncing
forward. Hopefully she's. Maybe the spiders have taken her to a central hub of some sort.
Diplomatic meetings.
Every movie I know about people who get put into cocoons involves a central hub full of cocoons where all the people are.
Just gotta find that hub.
Yep.
Alright, I want to move my back set of lights up to here.
Get them when it's exactly too late.
That's right. And one of them will be alive.
Yeah.
And we'll think we're saving him, and then at the last second he'll scream and things will pop out of his chest.
Okay.
Another dark web-infested tunnel. Again, multiple cocoons throughout this area.
Can I actually take a look at one of these cocoons and see, like, investigate it, perhaps?
Yeah.
See if it's gonna turn him into a pod person.
Let's put some glasses on and
They're
get in
of
there
different
and investigate.
sizes, but they all seem... Jesus. Actually, this is Rama Viking. These cocoons look like they could definitely hold humanoids inside.
Is there any way that I can tell of telling if there's anyone alive inside, or is it just total stillness?
This one doesn't appear to have anything alive inside, but when you and inspect it closely, nothing seems to happen on that one at least. But you've seen similar other cocoons, and you know that the zombies that you saw were actually just free hanging zombies, but you saw that they had ripped out pieces of a cocoon, so you can imagine maybe they emerged from similar looking cocoons.
Right.
I know how spiders baby come from. We get to destroy these cocoons.
It's like them on fire. Oh, wait.
It's your solution to everything.
I'm just gonna cut them open.
Are you afraid of more spiders and more zombies?
Yeah, but if we let them incubate and hatch, then they're gonna come out after us anyway.
That's true.
You gotta-
I suppose
you
we
gotta-
just methodically go through and make sure that they're all either undead and disposed of, or
Right.
not undead.
We
You
would
gotta
have
kill
the
them
jump on
before they
them,
hatch.
so because like they wouldn't know we were coming, so we'd have like a surprise round to do as much
Right.
damage as we could fast.
All right, for at least on this one, let's do it. Let's hack it open and just see what happens.
You spend a few moments hacking this cocoon open and kind of rip it up, and inside you do see a few spiders that crawl out, but not enough to be a full swarm. And inside you just see like bones and like dust, like whatever was in here has been long since decayed to the point of it didn't even rise up as an undead. But you do feel like these
All
things are
Undead prevention.
potentially holding humanoid bodies. And you see
As
another
we go
one.
then-
Sorry, you see another one further ahead in the tunnel. This light is showing one kind of at the end of the tunnel, one of those cocoons.
Okay, let's go investigate that one.
I'll move the next light up here too, by the way.
Okay.
Did you want me to roll another investigation check on this one too? Different roll?
It is up here.
Oh, okay. Move forward, Calais.
Well, now she's now. Celeste is now right in front of it.
Okay. All right. I'll go to it.
There you go. I'll put George.
You want me to investigate again?
Yes. As you peer into it, you definitely hear a sudden moaning, groaning sound and a clawing action from inside.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, you hear more moaning, but this time sounding more bestial and chittery. And you see a much larger gray spider descend from the ceiling, and you notice right away its rotted appearance and missing flesh as it lumbers towards you, fangs dripping with just rot and pus. And then you see another spider and another spider.
And another.
No,
And
that's all the
another.
spiders.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look, there's one for each of us.
Yeah.
I need some more initiative.
Spiders. Gross undead spiders.
Mr. Mannix. That initiative score
What'd I do?
is
Oh, that's bad.
So
also,
impressive.
I didn't have my token selected, so you have to change it to that.
okay.
That's real bad. Mannix was so invested in investigating that cocoon. He was fascinated by the cocoon and the zombie inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is still unaware that there are spiders descending upon them.
We're not fully aware. Oops, 2.13. Okay. That's right. We don't have a lot of initiatives being rolled, do we? Raymond stepped away. Should I roll initiative for him or not? I think I'm gonna have to
Probably.
roll for him. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Too late, George. I rolled really bad. I rolled an 8, and I go second out of the 4 of us.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Yep.
All right, Kaless, you get the jump on everything.
Okay. Going after the spitter. Well, 25 hit it.
I think so. Good lord.
Ugh, for 19 damage. That's really crappy.
How dare you? You tear off good large pieces of its decaying body, but it looks undeterred.
Okay.
Undeterred.
Also unperturbed.
Also disturbing, which I think is what I was trying to combine there.
I thought you were trying to combine the word perturbed.
Perturbed. Yeah, that could work too.
Like upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
An extra foe.
Yeah. That was a really poor showing on my part.
That spider does look very injured. More injured than its undead nature, at least. It already looks real rough.
Did I do massive damage to it?
No,
No.
but it does look very heavily damaged. Alright, I rolled an 8 and I go next. How exciting. So, spider, I should have, this is my bad. Number 1. I did this once upon a time and then, like, never again. I forget to label the numbers. That's so helpful. Alright, spider number 4 will attempt to attack Kaless. I forgot to have you. Kaless, give me a dexterity saving throw, please. As you are all still having to resist getting stuck in the webs as you're walking through here.
No, I have freedom of movement.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Alright. No stuck in the web for you. Spider will attack you. Attempt to bite you with its necrotic fangs. Ooh. Coming
It's
for
high.
you. You do get a con saving throw to attempt to halve the second damage.
Okay, I can already tell you I'm gonna have the first damage.
Alright.
Alright, so my damage is 18 points, so I uncanny dodge it and only take 9 points.
Okay. As a reaction. Spider number 3 will attempt to chomp onto Mr. Mannix.
Not Mr. Mannix. Oh, fuck you.
Mr. Mannix. Spider's coming for you.
Oh, man.
It's coming for you. You want that save, sir. That's actually pretty bad
God.
damage, too. Jeez.
The initial damage, yeah.
Real bad damage. I rolled max damage on one of those
One of yeah.
dice. The rest were like a minimum. Alright, you can do a con saving throw to attempt to halve the 19 necrotic damage coming at you.
Alright. Not quite.
Not quite.
Oh, lordy, that's a lot of damage. That's probably my life.
19 and 7 is 26.
What do you say? That's more than half.
Did you use all your important stuff already? Oh, I guess you already rolled, yeah.
I've got a 10, but that's not gonna help me here.
Okay.
Sure. Well, can't you use that as an attack?
I would have had to call it beforehand.
Yeah.
And if I use it on the, if I had used it on the modifier is +0, so that wouldn't have actually been a successful save.
All right, 26.
26?
Yep.
Ooh, I'm glad human or player characters don't take massive damage.
Yeah. Spider number 2 will attack George. Oh my god, these spiders.
Wow.
Nailing every one of these attacks. This is a happy Friday the 13th, everybody. It's terrifying. You get to roll a con saving throw to have the necrotic damage if you can make it.
Also, Heather, even if I had used the 10 on the spider's attack, the spiders have a +5, so that would have been 10 + 5. It still would have hit me.
Take it.
Alright, George, you take 19 damage.
No, I thought the last time, Chris, we figured out that your die is just that would be the number.
That was in regards to advantage, disadvantage. It replaces the die roll, but all modifiers still stay there.
Okay.
Did they surprise us?
No,
Nope.
they just went fast.
Just went
it's
fast.
already went. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Spider number 1 will attempt to climb along the walls to get to George.
Why me?
You are the closest to it. See if I can get 4 for 4.
Am I?
4 for 4? No,
No.
not quite. Alright, Mr. George, I need a dexterity saving throw, please, to avoid being stuck in the webs.
I'm not moving.
Correct. You are just hanging out in these webs. George, you find yourself restrained by the webs nearby whenever you just shift your body slightly.
You can attack though, right?
You can still attack. You have disadvantage. Otherwise, you can use an action to attempt to escape from the webs. But you imagine this is an ongoing
Well,
effect.
I'm gonna attack number 1. I'm gonna attack number 1, so that'll cancel out the flanking bow.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
10 will hit an undead spider, though.
Oh.
Do not have very
Legs
good
up,
armor
he's-
class. Yep, exactly. They've been given the undead treatment.
10 damage.
Okay.
Next attack. Go again for number 1.
Absolutely. 22.
12.
12. George is hacking and slashing away. Spider body parts flying around.
Still alive?
It is still alive. Well, it's undead, but you know.
Still up and
Alright.
running.
With my other hand.
9 will not hit an undead spider, however.
Okay.
Very low AC. Not that low.
These spiders are pretty bad, but they're also small guys too. No, I'm not gonna use my action surge. I'm gonna
It does look very, very wounded. I'll say that.
Oh, fine. They do a lot of damage. Let's action surge.
I don't want to goad you in anything, but
Use my
Doesn't take much.
new learned skill here. So number 1 again.
10 will hit.
Oh, wait, did you not know you had action surge? Was that a thing?
I didn't know I could do my extra attack with the action surge attack.
That's what we didn't know. So when you take action surge, that gives you another action. So you can take the attack action, which then also triggers extra attack again.
Oh.
Which we didn't know because for so long, the only time that came up is when we were hasted, and haste specifically says you do not get extra attack if you're hasted.
Ah, okay. Okay, that's what it was. That's it. But that was haste.
That was haste, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So 61. Dead yet.
After 6, it's still alive. It's very, very barely hanging on to its undeath.
That sounds like we still alive.
Use all the things, George. You got any other attack, right?
I do. 8.
All right. Guess what? Also, undead spiders have
Asshole
undead
mode?
fortitude. 8 plus 5 is 13. Show me a 13 or higher. Oh, the spider goes down.
Yay!
Piercing it in the face. I'm going to see if our trapped friend can escape its confinement. It cannot, so the cocoon remains a cocoon next to Kaless and Manix. Then we go to Manix.
Manix is going to drink a potion. He doesn't want to die to stupid spiders. Puts down a potion of greater healing. Greater healing is 44 plus 4?
That sounds right.
All right, I will take it. Yep. I don't want to die like this.
Not like this.
I'm counting down to a lot of different creatures. I want to go down to these ones like this. Let's see. This is still rough terrain.
Oh, Manix, I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
Oh, for the webs?
For the webs. Because
Gotcha.
George is currently restrained.
17!
You are
Wow.
web free since
Yeah,
2019.
I am going to need... Alright. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Remember difficult
25.
terrain.
Yeah. I'm 10 each, yeah.
Okay.
I have 30. This is as far as I can go. And I am going to stab at the spider between me and Kaless.
Stab at thee.
Hey, crit for crit, assholes!
Don't
Nice.
forget your sneak attack.
Manix is angry.
I think it should roll twice. Let's find out.
Yeah.
It sure
Oh
does.
boy. 10 and 10 is
20
20 damage.
20.
And because that's a crit, you auto kill that spider.
Yeah, dude.
However,
That's
as you can barely make out to your lower right, you see the tunnel continues, and there's a zombie caught in a web that suddenly is very interested in
Oh, great.
you over there.
Well, I've already used all my movement, so I'm just gonna stare at that zombie. Just wide-eyed.
Kaless, you still have freedom of movement, so you don't have to worry
Okay.
about the web.
So
I
only
totally forgot about
get
that
there.
charm of yours.
Well, you know, I've been
Good
saving
use of it, as it turns
Good
out.
use of
I
it,
didn't think they
yeah.
were that big a deal, but they're a big deal.
I'm pleased. I like seeing finite items get used.
We used another one of the charms recently. The comprehend languages. Gillian's.
Gillian has tongues. Your spell has comprehend languages.
She used tongues.
Yeah.
That's right. Because
20 damage to spider number 3.
20 damage to spider. 3. What was your charm?
Mine is clairvoyance. You talk to
The snake thing.
Oh, that's right.
Talk to a snake god, and I've used it once.
Okay, that's right.
I think I used it once. Was it the dragon? Trying to determine if we could actually beat the red dragon.
I don't remember.
It was whether we were actually a match for a creature. I remember that was what I. But yeah,
I think it was like a pirate. Wasn't the pirate battle?
Oh, it was a pirate battle. Yeah. It was
You were
going.
like,
into
can
the
we actually
pirate
fight these pirates? Yeah.
base. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Still got 2.
Keep that in the back pocket. Alright, that spider looks very heavily damaged. The spiders. Number 3 will go after Kaless. That is the new target. Undead are not very smart. 17.
Nope.
Oh my god, what is your AC? 18?
18.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, man.
Number 2 will attack George, and it has advantage because George is restrained by the webs. Can I get it done with advantage? 18. I think that... Does that hit George? I think it does hit George. George. Hey, does 18 hit you?
Tie? What happens on a tie?
The dice roller gets the tie.
I roll a dice, right?
I rolled the dice. You may now roll a Constitution
roll the
saving.
dice. I am the danger.
You may now roll a Constitution saving throw, though.
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you over your voice breaking there.
I got very excited.
Oops.
9. So you can have the necrotic damage.
And round down.
Yes. So 9 and 5.
14 damage.
Indeed, sir. And then it is your turn. You don't need to roll for the web because you are already restrained in it.
And you said it was an action to break it.
Yes.
And why am I restrained? I missed that part. Did we walk into it, or did
Anybody that starts their turn in the webs has to make the save. Celeste doesn't because she has freedom of movement on. Mannix made the save last turn.
Even if I make the saving throw, wouldn't I just be in the web still?
Yep.
So there's no point in making the roll.
Well, you're not restrained if you make the save. You're just in difficult terrain.
Yeah, but then I'll start my turn there, and then be restrained again the next time.
Yeah.
Sure, so it's an ongoing thing. But for this turn, you won't be restrained.
Yeah, but then I can't act.
That's true.
All right. So disadvantage against.
Light it on fire.
What's that?
Again,
I don't
solution to everything.
Light this bitch on fire!
Have number 2 or 3 taken damage.
Yes, Kaless has stabbed the crap out of the one, number 3, ahead of you.
All right, I'm gonna attack number 3.
14 will hit.
Another crit. Wasted.
Oh, man.
Mm.
Alright, that triggers the Undead Fortitude, 11 plus 5. Give me a 16. Oh, no. These are not the super-powered zombie spiders I need.
Number 2.
15 will hit. 4, 7.
Number 2 again.
14 will hit. Stab at the spider. Alright, it looks wounded now.
How many spiders are just number 2?
Yes, although there is a cocoon next to Kalest that I'm fixing to roll for, and Mannix has recently spotted a zombie in a web nearby. So let's see.
That's his problem.
That's the spirit.
That doesn't sound like something I need to worry about.
Cocoon zombie is still in the cocoon. Other zombie will attempt to get out of his webbing. Does, and ambles up towards Mr. Mannix. However, that was his action to escape from the webs. Yeah. Mr. Mannix.
Where are they on the turn order? Are they on the turn order?
I made the mistake of rolling the initiative on one that is still on the GM layer, so you do not see their initiative yet, but they are between George and Mannix.
Okay. Oh, well, the zombie's coming up on me, so I'm going to stab the zombie. But what I am
That was a
going
beautiful
to-
little poem you just recited there. Zombie's coming upon me. I'm gonna stab the zombie.
Put it on a bottle cap.
Yeah.
Underneath a Snapple lid or something.
Snapple lid. Words of wisdom. Thanks.
Let's find out how insightful the zombie.
Are you gonna really make me roll a fucking
I sure am.
charisma?
The deception check of a zombie,
Zombie is so deceptive.
and it must be a 24.
Damn, that was a pretty charismatic zombie too.
For a zombie,
For
sure.
a zombie, but no, you are able to
All right.
insightfully see that zombie.
Yep. I know how you fight, zombie.
Poorly.
I got your number.
Oof, look at that damage.
Yeah. 20 damage. Okay, and I'm going to disengage
That is
with
massive.
the bonus check.
Massive damage.
Oh, actually, you know what? Insightful fighting is my bonus action. I forgot that.
Ah, I need to start paying attention to that. Guys,
Well,
using
I
all your
usually-
actions and bonus actions and reactions.
Yeah.
All these shenanigans.
Oh, do you have to roll his constitution?
Yes. He needs to roll a
Oh. 12.
D10, which I made a table for that, didn't I?
I think you
Let's
did.
see. Oh, I need to roll that. There we go. Oh, that's right. It's the table itself does the roll.
Oh, right.
Target can't
Oh,
take
well,
reactions. Target can't take reactions as disadvantage on all attacks at the end of its next turn. Sorry.
Well, if he can't take reactions, I don't gotta disengage. I'm just gonna run away.
That is true.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just
Back
gonna
to
run
the corner. Amongst the spider bodies, it's safer here.
That's right.
Kaless.
All right. So there's still the cocoon between us, right? Even though I can't see.
Yes, there's a cocoon right here. With you can tell there is definitely something inside trying to get out.
I can tell where its like vital organs are, right? So like I could just
So,
stab
if
into
she were
it.
to attack it, though, it would be restrained, right? Because it is held inside a cocoon.
It's held inside of a cocoon, but it also has cover.
Oh, they cancel each other out.
Well, cover is different. Cover adds to armor class, I think, right?
Yeah, that's AC. Okay, so
How
he
much
would be
does it
restrained,
add?
but he'd have a higher AC.
Like how much does it add to the AC?
Hold, please. Total cover can't be targeted directly. I don't have total cover. I guess 3/4. Well, it's close
Total
enough.
cover is like you're on the other side of a wall.
Yeah. I give him +5 bonus to AC.
Okay. Well, I'll move there so I get advantage for flanking.
I think the
You
restraint
have
would have given you advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go back to where I was. How about a 19? Will a 19 still hit him?
Indeed.
Plus 5 to a zombie still ain't much.
17.
There's massive damage. I'm gonna go ahead and put him on the board as you also effectively rip open his cocoon by attacking him. Let's see, I need a con saving throw. She survives the massive damage trauma.
Okay.
You rip open that cocoon, like your stab just stabs this giant hole in it, and he kind of is now free of it, but it looks a lot worse for wear also.
Mm.
He looks like he might want to crawl back into that cocoon.
Give him another paper cut.
Yep. It's pretty badly wounded. One spider remains, and that is going to be attacking George with advantage. 21. This spider loves you, George.
Too much. An inappropriate amount.
Give me a con saving throw to have that necrotic damage. Oh, with pleasure, he says. 19s. So 16 damage.
Not yet,
Oh,
not done.
he's gonna parry.
Okay, so I
Oh,
can't
thanks.
take that much damage anymore.
Not the young man I used to be.
And then my dex modifiers are 2, so what was that? 11 plus 5 is 16. You said. Mine
Yep.
is, 9, so just 5 damage. Minus 5 is 16.
Parry as that spider's fangs come in. You bat them away. Only one of them scratches you. And then it is your turn.
I fight back.
As an action, I fight back. 15 will hit for 10. That spider is looking pretty bad. Looking even worse. He's shaving chunks off. Did we lose Chris? Is he frozen for anybody else? Just
I thought he was just really concerned.
Just a vague look of concern. This is not good. If he drops from the call, our webcams are going to be so jacked up. I have no fix.
Oh, he'll come back. Just leave them the way they are until he comes back.
Well, I have to.
Look, he might blink. Hold.
It took me a minute, but he is definitely frozen.
Wait, give him a chance. He might blink.
It's a very neutral expression. He's gone. He's gone. Alright, 6. I need an 11. Can I get Undead Fortitude? It does not have advantage, sorry.
Thanks.
It rolled a 6. Golly! 0 for 4. Or no, 3 out of 4. One of them got crit killed. On the Undead Fortitude. Spiders. Swear to goodness.
Well, the good news is I was able to get a little snippet of concerned Chris face that I'm going to color.
Alright, Mr. George.
What?
It's now your turn. Oh no, sorry, it was your turn, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I killed
What
the
am I doing?
spider.
Okay, you did kill the spider.
I don't have any more actions.
Okay. Zombies shuffle forth. I have one attempt to attack Kaless.
Bring it, zombie. Damn it.
I think every attack has hit you now. 4, I'm gonna...
Uncanny dodge.
There you go. 1 attack, Mannix. Ineffectively. Unfortunately, it is now Mannix's turn. But we're gonna belay that and go to Kaless. We'll bang.
Okay.
Oh, maybe he's coming back.
Maybe.
back.
Oh,
Hey, it's
he's
your turn.
here.
You got zombies in your face.
Oh boy!
Did you lose the whole
not
internet or
back in
just
Roll20
the-
yet. My like the power went browned out.
Oh, jeez. You had a hilariously neutral expression when you froze, so it took us a while. Figure out that you were not with us.
Have you thought about moving?
This doesn't happen that much, does it?
It hasn't happened in a while now.
Hold on, reloading.
You got
Yeah.
zombies right in front of you.
Well, let's. Oh yeah, I can't even really go anywhere.
Right in front of you.
Just move for flanking bonus for me.
I can't even get around them. I can't. I don't think this isn't a place I can move.
What, Miss Kitty?
Oh wait,
Miss
there's
Kitty.
2 of them. Shit.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. There's another one right behind that one, so it's like a wall of zombies right in front of me.
Well, this one's almost dead.
All right. Well, let's try to kill that one then. I'm gonna take the one to the north of me.
Oh yeah, I didn't number these zombies. Damn it.
Rapier strike.
12 will hit
12.
a zombie. No, it will. 13 13.
13.
Come on, undead fortitude. I need an 18, and he got it.
Oh my god.
The regular zombie, the spiders failed me. The regular zombie holds on.
Yep. Alright, well, I'm gonna disengage and move back. George, you're up. Get in there.
Kales is up.
Oh yeah, Glenn's up next.
Fine. Do this the hard way.
I'm
Is it
restrained,
still
so unless
restrained?
the zombie comes to me, I can't do anything.
No.
Is the zombie still restrained?
Annex, I forgot to have you roll a
Stares
save
you
too.
down.
Can you do that for me?
Oh, yeah, the dexterity save.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting the evil eye from the cat right now.
I have been, yeah. She got treats. You're okay.
14?
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay. I suppose I could have actually used my... Probably a better use of my time would have been to free you, George, but...
Probably.
You do more damage than I do, so it probably would have been more damage efficient.
Wait, so you said the zombie's still restrained?
No, it is free now.
Both of them are free now?
Both of them are free. They've cast off the shackles of
Ugh,
oppression.
fine.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck this zombie.
Yeah, you give the crap out of that one. Just right in the head. Bursts.
And then she just raises the one eyebrow at the other one. And takes a step back.
Any spiders that even thought about crawling out of that zombie are pulverized as well. Spiders are donezo. We go to George.
Is that zombie restrained?
No, it's gonna come towards us.
Yeah.
That's why I took a step back, so that way whenever it comes towards us, we both get our sneak attack.
Yeah, you can ready an action if you want.
Yeah, but readying action only gives you one action, right?
Yes. Or I guess you could
Yeah,
do
that's
ranged
a
attack.
I'm adding up. Let me do my math here.
The math.
Bonus action. What is the bonus action? Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to turn my thorn blade into a whip.
Ah.
I still have disadvantage though.
There you go.
Yes.
I'm going to attack the last zombie.
But you're pretty sure zombies have low AC. At this point, most of you have to naturally crit fail to miss
Yeah,
a zombie.
not it.
We'll pull him 10 feet closer.
Let's see, however, if your Thorn Blade will kill it. Undead Fortitude. 6 plus 5 is 11. Show me 11, zombie. Nope. You
Wow.
whip your whip out and attempt to drag it. As you do, its body just comes apart. Yeah, you just pull its like spine out, just to rip it right out.
Flecks of bone and flesh just pass
Yep.
the man next.
Exactly. All right, let's take a break after this fight, and we'll come back in a few after that. Coming back from our break, you all have managed to destroy several undead spiders and what look like undead kobolds. Zombies
I'm
in
going
these tunnels.
to assume that there's been nothing on these bodies.
No. They are very dead, decayed, and stripped of anything.
Still no sign of Mushraib or Theron or Gilead.
No.
All's quiet in the tunnels.
At the moment.
I will help George free himself.
Yeah, we're out of combat, so the webs are
Yeah.
constantly clinging to you, but I'm not worried about it unless we're in combat.
I'm gonna bring one of my lights to shine over here.
Okay.
Alright. That looks like a dead end, right?
Yes, it looks like it does end in
Okay.
a dead end there. There are still obviously holes and things everywhere where spiders could crawl in and out of, but
Alright. I'll move it over here.
path does look like it goes to the north.
Okay. We're just gonna keep crisscrossing the lights here.
Alright.
Do we see any more of those pod people things?
You see some that look like they've already been torn open. I don't know where the occupants are, but they appear to be empty. Presumably the ones that were just like zombies in webs might have torn themselves out of those and just got stuck again.
Okay. Keep going with the light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is this a dead end down here?
Looks like it.
Okay.
Path goes to the northwest here.
And any things that look
Yeah, the tunnels finally opens up into a larger chamber here, and you see more of those web-wrapped cocoons hanging from the ceiling, several, in fact, in the area. You see a bit of a natural outcropping rising to the west here, where a grotesque, large, ghost-white spider descends down amidst all the cocoons. Its flesh is a decaying patchwork of horror, and it immediately turns towards you and makes a horrible groaning, hissing sound.
I try to imitate what it does.
Can we take a moment, guys? Think about how, unless Musharib is with these guys, how did he get through this unscathed? Or was he one of the things inside the cocoon?
So you see a lot of the cocoons in this room here, and you note that some of them look rather fresh.
Like 3 of them look rather fresh.
Yes.
Does one of them look like it holds a giant spider inside of it?
Or 2 of them dwarf size.
Yeah. There's more than 3 over. There's like half a dozen hanging from the ceiling. The ones that are
We
the
hear
freshest are
bagpipes coming from.
near the spider. I shall need some
All right.
initiative, please.
Wait,
Boy.
did we rest? We did not, did
Sure
we?
didn't.
Nope, you plunged heedlessly forward. To be fair, this might not have been the safest place.
Wow. Plus is ready to go.
Holy crap burgers.
Now I get to freaking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, boss fight. Not a bad time for it.
That is the time for it.
Well, it would have been better to like roll it as I'm attacking the boss. Though.
Yeah.
All right, Kaless, for sure. You're gonna start things off. So you've got a number of cocoons in the area. And then obviously the giant white fleshy looks like an undead spider to your
'Kay.
west.
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action and move my light to about like there. That way we can see what we're doing here.
Like this? Or above it?
No, right there's good, and then let's just move this one like. See.
Okay.
That works.
Light it up.
Alright. And then I can move like here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all difficult terrain, but yeah. You don't care.
Nope.
Fancy Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a bigger picture of that spider? I'd like to see what it looks like. Your handout?
I don't have a handout, but I can do... Let's see, how do you do that?
Let's go woolly spider, or is it just white?
Is it Shift Z? There we go. Do you see that?
Yeah. Wow.
Does a 19 hit it?
Yes, 19 hits it.
For 20 points of damage.
My goodness.
And then... Yep, I'm just gonna sit here.
Okay. You see more spiders
Wait,
merge.
Didn't your assassinate go off?
Yeah?
You go before him.
Yeah?
Oh, he's not
what-
surprised. The crit
Yeah.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
why
he's
she got
not
the.
surprised,
That's why
yeah.
she got the advantage and the sneak
Right,
attack.
right, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't surprised. That's the only problem.
Mm-hmm.
The surprise would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
well.
One of them climbs out of a nearby hole and
Can't change my mind and move now.
comes after Kaless. Let's see, make sure I have the right one. Alright, so normal spider. The very bad attack. Another one emerges from a hole behind you all and attacks George. Oh boy.
George Johns.
Not my best attacks, I admit. Giant undead spider. So it faces you, Kaless, and screams out. But as it does, it actually shoots a sticky, like web goo stuff from its mouth. Just shoots it right out in a straight line down this tunnel. Although it's angled, I think I can only hit Kaless and Mannix with it. But it literally shoots a sticky filament and immediately adheres anything that touches it. So Kaless and Mannix, you are instantly find yourself stuck in various body parts to this filament.
Is that a
throw?
spell?
Is it what?
Is it a saving throw?
It is not a saving throw, but you can. It's you are grappled. It's not restrained. You can.
Is it some kind of like a magical?
It's not magical. It's just it's using its part of its body. Oh, you're talking about freedom of movement. Oh, yeah. What does that one do?
Yeah, I got that on. Remember?
Yeah, that might actually negate
I'll,
this.
I'll do it.
There you go. Unaffected by difficult terrain, spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. Target will spend. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't say, but I would assume freedom of movement would allow you to not be restrained by this.
And
Cool.
even if you don't, the next line says you can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical.
Oh, you're right. Non-magical restraints. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do get technically grappled by it, but you could just spend movement to escape rather than an action. It's a undead. It doesn't know that, so it still shoots its thing out. So at the moment, technically, you and Manix are both grappled by this thing.
Okay.
That was its actions. We go to George. George, give me a saving throw for the web, sir. Dex saving throw.
Still don't understand.
Welcome to Restrain Town. Population U.
I'm gonna start with a bonus act. So I do my regular attack now. I have disadvantage.
Yes. Yeah, the trick to making this hard is reducing guys to 3 PCs. Like, if this is a lot harder than I thought it was. Oh yeah, you guys have way less party members.
What, you didn't scale this for not having all 5 of us?
Shh, 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 shh. It's okay.
That's insane.
It's okay.
Anyway, I hit for 13.
I scale things constantly. Yes, 13.
Is that massive damage?
Not quite.
Uh,
11 does hit the spider. God, you guys don't give a shit about disadvantage.
11's not hard to hit, at least.
Yeah, that's true too. These guys have really low
What are you
AC.
doing with disadvantage?
Stupid undead. Terrible armor class.
That's the end of my turn.
Alright, spider looks very, very wounded. Mr. Mannix.
So describe the condition I'm in with this filament.
You are
or whatever?
grappled to this creature's filament that is attached to its mouth at the moment.
Okay. Can I free myself, or how? What can I do?
You can, yeah. You can use an action to do a strength check. Yeah. To escape the grapple. You do have disadvantage, though.
Why do I have disadvantage?
It says you have disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, just ability checks may do escape the grapple or have disadvantage. All right, that's interesting. Well, my strength probably wasn't going to succeed anyway.
You can still attack if you want to with the spider while you're
Yeah,
grappled.
I just Manic sees where this is going.
It's fine. It's
And-
fine.
He recognizes that more than likely what's about to happen is that everyone attached to this filament's getting pulled into that big old spider in the other room. But as there's not a good way for him to get out of it, he's just gonna roll with it.
Do you not have a high number on your predictive die?
I have a shitty number. I have a 10, which means that.
He can predict somebody's gonna be mediocre at something.
Well, what's your modifier?
Strength modifier is 0, so
Oh, wow.
unhelpful.
Yeah.
All right, yep. I'm just gonna stab at this spider. Actually, no, I'm not. Well, fuck. If I freed George, he still has to make the save on his next turn. But if I don't free him, he has to use his whole action to get out at some point. So I'm gonna use my action to free George from his webs.
Okay.
Are you sure about
I think it makes the most sense.
I guess. So
I
now
need
we're
you
gonna
to
use it.
You're about to. I'm about to need you to save me, George. I'm about to be eaten by a giant spider.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. That is also a strength check to escape. To break him out of his bonds.
Oh, I thought it was just an action. Didn't it say?
You are using an
The-
action,
the
but you're still
webs?
having to make a strength check to break out of them. Or break someone else out of
Okay.
them.
I thought I read. I mean, maybe I read it wrong. I thought it just said you had to use an action to get out. All right, let's see it.
No,
Maybe
I
I
feel like
would.
Max if you change your mind about freeing me.
I mean, I just don't think I will. I think I'll fail at it. Is what I think.
Sure, a half empty kind. Yeah.
Would it be equally as effective if I hacked at the webbing that he is? That is.
You could attack the web, yes.
I probably have more chance of success at doing that. All right, let me attack the webbing that is on George.
Okay. You know that you would... I would just tell you this. You know you would need a slashing weapon to be able to affect the webs.
I need a what?
Slashing weapon.
Great. Okay.
Piercing at George, probably not a good idea, and bludgeoning the web is
It
probably
works.
not going to do it.
It works for swarms for some reason.
Yeah. No, you could stab spiders.
Just have one.
Very carefully. Like a body version of that knife thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Fuck it.
I think you've said that 4 times this combat round.
Yeah. Well, I keep having ideas, and you keep being like, "You're not. It's not gonna work."
They're all great ideas.
Frogs can attack zombies.
Frog!
I'm gonna throw the frog right between those upper guys. Right here.
Right between. Okay.
And I'm gonna instruct it to attack the smaller spiders. I think they have really low IC.
Okay.
And I forget again. Is he my turn or?
Yeah,
or
I
he
think
gets-
just have him go on your turn.
Okay.
Easiest thing.
All right. Well, then he can go ahead and attack away.
Alright, Frog appears from his Pokeball. Whatever it is.
Go, frog! Attack the
Fuses.
zombie spiders.
Yep.
Consume them.
Frog needs to immediately make sure it doesn't get caught in the web.
Throw them into the webbing.
Going into the
Good
webbing.
luck, frog.
Is alright. We'll attack the spider successfully. For 6 damage, and I believe that spider is grappled. It's been tongued. Although it is not smaller, I was gonna get to do the swallow thing. Alright, you see more of the pods like shake and stir around you, but nothing happens. We go up to Kaless.
Okay, well, I'm gonna spend my 5 feet of movement to go
Okay.
and just pop myself off the screen.
Squirm out of it.
Yep. Oh, look, I got a frog. Okay.
You got a frog.
Frog buddy.
Yay.
And he is grappling that spider to the right.
It looks awful.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to...
Okay.
What's the symbol for being grappled tonguely by a frog?
The hand. I think that's the only one. It was like a gripping
Well-
hand one.
I can do that, or I can keep hacking away at the big guy.
I mean, and the frog probably got the other zombie handled, to be honest.
Okay.
You should probably go after the big guy.
Alright, I'll do that. I'll go after the big guy. I don't have advantage, though. Or can I move to get advantage? Can I go 5, 10? Can I stand here?
Yes. 5, 10.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
This is all difficult
Yeah.
terrain, though.
I have freedom of movement.
Damn it! Damn it!
This whole dungeon is designed around difficult terrain.
How dare you
How dare
find
you
the,
cancel?
the panacea for my dungeon?
Okay, now I have advantage.
Indeed.
Damn it!
So close to a crit.
1 point away.
Lord.
26.
Is that all?
That's all.
Take giant
And
chunks out of that
then-
spider.
Yeah. Give him another 4.
Okay. Just for good measure.
Seems like a good idea.
Alright. I've got one spider grappled by the frog, so it will attempt to fight the frog. Which grapple, I believe, is just the speed is reduced. I don't think there's any attack modifiers. And that spider completely destroys. Well, no, the frog gets a saving throw, doesn't he?
That's right.
Might make a difference here. I'll let you do the honors, Mannix. Straight up 1d20.
He doesn't have any constitution bonus?
No constitution bonus.
What a bummer. That frog is
Oh.
dead.
That frog is dead. I knew if I left it up to you, you wouldn't let me down. You would let the frog down, though.
Yep, I like the frog dog every time.
Yeah. The bottom spider will attack George with advantage. Restrained. Give me that advantage. George, con saving throw, please. Terrible damage. Terrible damage. Alright, you take the full 10 damage. Parry! Parry those fangs!
So 4 plus 2 is 6, so minus 6. So just 4 damage.
Wow, yeah. All right. Kales, you see the big spider scream again, and swarms of little spiders come out of a hole nearby, attempt to swarm on you. More spiders biting on you all over.
I guess I need to just uncanny dodge.
Yes. Once again, you you do the same maneuver now, just shimmy around.
It's a dance.
Yep.
Do the dance.
Do the dance.
I've got
You
the
undead
single
spider
ladies going.
dance.
The spider dance. You guys think that Kales is just convulsing from poison or something over there? Alright, giant spider's turn. Mannix, you have guessed correctly. However, now you do get a strength saving throw as it appears to reel you in.
Alright.
Does he get it with advantage since we're still tied together?
That's true. He's got to pull George. Sucker! I knew that was gonna come back at some point.
Let's see. How should I rule this? Because you're the one doing.
When
The
you hit
strength-
10 feet,
Well-
you're gonna have to pull George too. The first 10 feet, you're gonna pull me just fine.
Ah, but he can't because I'm restrained by webbing.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen.
Now here comes
And Maddox gets torn in half.
Ooh, I know.
Oh God, this is.
Do opposing strength checks between George and the spider to see who gets to hold on to Mannix.
All right.
First off, let's do the strength check.
First,
for
you
me.
roll a
See if I
strength
get-
saving throw to see if it even can pull you at all.
Okay. Strength saving.
All right. So
I am.
you are in the midst of getting pulled.
You are a limp noodle.
I am weak to be chaffed. Do
Yep.
what you will.
So you get pulled. Immediately triggers this spider's attack of opportunity.
Now on,
Well,
I thought
he's not
ruled
moving.
that. Yeah, not if I don't move willingly of my own volition.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll accept that.
It's your rule.
Is it?
You can accept that, but it's your own
You
rule.
came up with that because we kept pushing people away.
No, I think that's actually in
And
the
then
rule book. The forced
Well.
movement thing? Because that we looked that back in Storm King's Thunder when I was doing the frightened condition, and see if that did the same thing.
Well, that's different because we were using like George was like pulling people out of our range, and if he pulls someone, we were trying to get attacks of opportunity because they were being pulled away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what this is, though. This is another creature forcing you to move.
It's the same thing. It's
You're
forced
pulling me.
movement. Yeah. The rule you came up with was if it's forced movement, then they don't get an
Well,
attack
that's
of opportunity
between-
because we're not moving on our own.
Are you talking about the one where I let you guys pull each other out of danger as a bonus action?
No.
No, talking about
Whenever-
like if there was an enemy near me, and George did his thorn whip, and pulled that creature away from me. You said that because the creature didn't move of his own volition, it was being moved by George. That wouldn't
Yeah.
trigger attack of opportunity.
Right, that's in
Yeah.
the rule book.
Yeah.
Right. So this would be the
Okay.
same situation.
Yeah.
That spider is pulling me away from
Yes.
the spider.
Yes. So now you
I would
are.
hit- oh right, yeah, 5, 10, yeah.
So as
Now
you
you
go.
gotta pull George.
Yeah, as you start getting pulled over, the rope goes taut. So now we can do, yeah, I think an opposing strength check, which
Does George get bonus to his strength check for being like held by the webs? Like they're
see, I would probably rule
they're buffering.
I would rule. Yeah, it's weird because normally I think you have disadvantage, but because this action is literally trying to pull him and he's restrained, I think I'm just gonna do
That
it
would-
straight up. So no advantage or disadvantage.
Where like the spider, the giant spider has to break the restrain
Yeah.
saving throw that George is in. There's a whole lot of ways you
Not
can.
advantage
There's a lot of
because
ways I could do
want
it, yeah.
to pull 'em.
But I think it's more fun to do a contested check. So we're going to do a contested strength check. George is basically hanging onto the rope and pulling it back. And hopefully Mannix doesn't get ripped in half
Yeah.
by
They
these
both
events.
roll like 25.
So we're going to do a contested strength check here.
You're coming with me, George.
Oh, sorry. That's
So
not
15.
advantage.
Yep. George coming.
Uh,
They're
We're
tied
tied.
together. George has
Tied.
got to come too.
no, I'm going to the rope break. I think that rope
That's
is
not
going to
that
snap.
roll, though. That's a rope. There's rules for breaking rope.
All right, give me rules for breaking rope.
Okay. I think it's the. What's it called? Hempen rope?
Yeah. Rope has
And-
2 hit points and can
Two.
burst with a DC 17 strength. Your DC, what your strength check was a 15, so therefore you could not break the rope with your strength check.
All right, DC 17 to break a rope.
Yep.
All right, so you guys get pulled.
Brings George out of his restrained condition.
Yes, it does. It breaks George out of restraint.
This is just chaos. Just
All right, Mannix gets reeled in. George goes here
Mm-hmm.
and gets reeled, or just dragged by the rope, I guess. So George, you just kind of get pulled along with it.
Aren't you glad you did this, George?
It did free him from the web, momentarily at least. All right, and then as a bonus action, the spider gets to make an attack on the person they reeled in, so on Mannix.
Wasn't his bonus action screaming and getting all the little tiny ass spiders to bite?
This is not a bonus action, no.
Damn it. Well, 13 does hit.
Don't you have shield?
I have shield, yeah, and this is the first time I've been able to use it because my shield takes up to 18, and I don't think Eric has not hit me so far since I took shield.
Between 13 and 18.
He has not hit me with anything less than an 18.
Oh, man. Rough.
But this time, I'm ready.
The shield.
I will
Alright,
throw
you see
shield up
it's...
as like I'm being pulled into the maw of this spider.
Yeah. Pull the shield up.
It's like, no.
No, oh god, not like this.
All right. George, you have been pulled from the web. I will say I won't have to make you roll another for that. You got pulled like through some various webs that broke it up a little bit for you.
Alright.
Oh, the
So I'm
spider
not
is...
restrained, finally.
Right, the spider's no longer grappled because
So-
it killed the frog.
I will attack this spider here. With the regular attack.
15 will hit. $16, 10. You're hacking away. Bits of spider falling
So
off.
it's alive, huh?
It is, to an extent. Still alive.
Okay, hold on.
I got more.
It looks very, very bad though.
No, I keep doing this wrong. It's fine. I'm done.
Okay. Mannix.
Am I still being held by him? What's my situation right now?
You are still being grappled by the adhesive, sticky. I call it a filament coming out of its mouth.
Just like
So you were like just in front of its face, basically wrapped around with things wrapped around.
Great. You know, I know you didn't plan this, but this is very similar to the end of It Chapter 2, which just came out.
Oh, how topical.
So I can't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm just sort of here. I'm here in front of the spider mouth. All right, let's just do some stabbing.
Sounds like the narrating your own life.
I can't go anywhere.
I think you have flanking bonus though.
Where's Celeste at? I don't even see her.
I'm on the other side of
Okay,
it. So
great.
you get a flanking.
All right, let's try to stab it in the mouth. I have a flanking bonus. I don't know why I didn't turn advantage on. Let's try it again.
There you
That's
go.
much better.
That's better.
So there you go.
4-9.
Alright, you're going to trigger some undead fortitude here as you attempt to stab that thing in the head. Celeste has done a number to it. And plus 5 is 14. It does stay alive, or undead, I guess.
In that case, I could use my bonus action to actually stab it again.
Do it.
Yeah, let's just stab it again. With the Silverlight Dagger. Go!
17 does it.
I'm gonna manually roll the damage because I don't get any of the bonuses. For 2 damage!
Alright, so it has to roll a 7 or higher.
What was his bonus? +2. There's still a chance.
There's always a chance. It stays up though. Dagger can't quite find the kill spot.
Alright. I maintain the maw position.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep, good.
Even with all the little tiny spiders on me, I'm ignoring them for now to kill Big Bertha here.
Oh, Lord. It's gonna be. Oh my god.
Yeah, 20. What do you have to roll for that?
I don't think I
Save that, bitch.
I don't think I can. Oh, noble effort.
No.
Alright, you put an end
Alright.
to that giant pale spider.
And then
Gives off a
now
screaming
I'll
sound.
use my tiny dagger to try to get some of the spiders off. Oh. Ah, I nicked myself.
Would say you have disadvantage, but I'm not gonna make you roll it after you already rolled a 1.
Can't do any worse than a crit fail.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, spiders. The other spiders are still up. We're gonna do 1 on Mr. Mannix.
Hey,
21 goes
I
through
was-
that
I
shield,
was
doesn't
gonna
it?
It sure does.
I never noticed before, but now
Yeah.
I'm acutely aware.
Yeah.
Can't ever roll less than an 18. You know, I'm used to because I basically assume all of you have basically an AC of 18 at this point. Like, it's bananas. Like,
Yeah.
Celeste, George, and Theron literally, like, all have a natural 18.
Yeah. Oh.
That con save, son.
So much damage to my frail body.
That's what's on his tombstone.
My frail body.
15 damage, in fact. The other
15.
spider is coming after George. Don't get my sweet advantage this time. Ah, not quite. And the swarm to Calais. Ooh,
Nope, that won't do it.
man.
They're in shock because they saw Big Bertha go down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
George.
die?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for
Go for door number 1.
number 1.
16 does hit. For 8, can it fortitude itself?
Fortitude in this.
5 is 13. Looking for a 13, and he gets it.
Yeah.
Let's do the con dance.
That's right.
Con dance. 11 does hit. Celeste is the only one that can get around it just by doing like 20 fucking points of
Just
damage
too
in one
much,
blow.
yeah.
That's too much. I need a 12. Show me a 12. Nails it. Not find the face. 9 does not hit a spider. Amazingly.
Next, up to you.
Mannix.
Oh. Class, is there anything around you over there?
Just the spiders crawling on my skin.
She's covered in spiders, but other than that,
Oh, okay. So Manic turns and thinks about running towards Celeste to safety, and then he sees her body covered in spiders. Oh, that's not where the safety is. I'll just try to kill this one. 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's try to kill this spider. 16 damage on number
Oh
1.
boy, there you go. So that is a 21. No,
Yay.
going down.
And then I'm going to use 5, 10 to go here, and I am actually going to use my bonus action to attempt to stealth. I am hurting, and I do not want to be seen in the webs.
Spiders don't seem particularly observant.
Nope.
You are a
Hopefully
ghost.
Ha! Phoenix wraps himself in webs. I'm a cocoon.
Class.
Okay, come on, Spider. 5. 10, where's George? 15. There you are.
Spiders is
20.
part of you now.
Yep. Nice. Leg it. Bye.
This makes no sense realistically, but it is a lot of the mechanics. To be next to somebody helps you stab the spiders on your own body.
So does that offset
Swarms
the
kind of break a
disadvantage
lot of
then?
rules, actually.
Yeah.
So the way swarms work mechanically, yeah.
So does that break the disadvantage then, and because of normal attack? Or...
I don't allow flanking here when they're on your body.
Alright, so it's still a disadvantage then. But my sneak attack does go.
Right. I guess
You can sneak attack.
I guess you could rule the swarm is slightly distracted by another body nearby. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, yeah. That's basically all it is anyway. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like they got 2 things to
So-
focus on.
17 points of damage.
All right, that is actually massive damage for a swarm.
Do swarms take massive damage?
Shush.
I'm gonna allow it.
That makes logical sense because it's
You killed a lot of spiders there that might disperse.
so the
Yeah.
rest of them get stunned.
They go, oh shit!
Yeah. All right, you kill so many spiders, the
Wow.
rest of them just freak out.
The rest of them drop dead.
They're all linked together. Some kind of hive mind.
Alright, well, I can't get back over here to help George at all, so I guess that'll have to be the end of my turn.
All right, spider will attack George. Attempt to bite him unsuccessfully, though. Close. Swarm's dead. George.
George is going to go for the spider. 14.
Does hit.
10. How damaged was it?
Looks pretty wounded.
Damn it. 10 damage.
Okay.
Still alive.
Yes.
Eight damage.
That will trigger some undead fortitude. I need a 13.
Come on.
Yeah, I particularly like getting that con save against you for some reason. That is your Achilles heel, is fighting the undead.
It's because he has lots of attacks.
Little
that
attacks,
don't
yeah.
do a lot of damage, so it can just keep going off and on.
That's true. Take full advantage of it.
5 damage.
Alright, so DC 10. They're still up. Mannix, you are a stealthy ghost.
Just stay where you are.
I'm about to say, that's what I'm thinking about. I remain a stealthy ghost. I wrap more webs around myself, become more cocoon-like.
As an action, I become more cocoon-like.
That's right.
Alas.
Okay. Alright. Come right there. Oh.
Oh boy. that attack.
Well, that's unpleasant.
That's the only number that you could roll that you can't hit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What on earth happened to Raymond's webcam? That is freaking out.
What is going on?
That looks terrible. It's like he got corrupted or something. Your thing is like artifacting.
You're like
getting
twitching
worse.
back and forth between 2 frames.
Yeah.
And the rest of the image is slowly corrupting and becoming like the Matrix or something. I don't know.
That's not good.
Yeah, your webcam
Yeah.
just freaked out.
I don't know if that's a good guy.
Feels so
Did
good
you
for
take the
system.
red pill or the blue pill?
Yeah.
Does the 13 hit the spider?
That's wild. 13 does hit the spider.
7 damage on the spider.
Show me a 12. Oh, it's getting way worse now. Okay, you do kill that spider.
This is nuts looking.
It is really nuts looking. I've never seen this.
Oh,
It's like a VHS tape or something that got like
yeah.
damaged.
Oh no! Oh god! All the dots.
Are you still there, Ray?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm-
Okay, it's just the camera
It
then.
just keeps getting. It
I
keeps
think
getting
your
worse and
camera's
worse in
dying.
just more and more interesting ways. Now it's like the black on the bottom is like growing.
Yeah, it's like a really cool like art painting exhibition thing. Oh, now we
It's
got
like-
lots of
Like
Little
like
stealth
white
fighter
checkerboard thing going on.
Holy crap.
Yeah. We need to take like a picture of this and like print it. We can put it like in an art museum.
Yeah,
like,
somebody
I know.
somebody take a screenshot so you can show Raymond what the hell it looks like.
Okay.
Print
yeah.
screen. I think your webcam is literally dying in front of us.
awesome.
It's like
What, print
losing
screen?
bits. It's going from like a 32-bit to 16-bit
Yeah.
to 8-bit.
There, Raven. I posted it in the. But think about it. Look at that. But think about it. It's constantly moving and evolving.
Yeah, it's actually animated a little bit between
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 frames. All right, you all have slain the undead spiders in the area, and you are able to rip open some cocoons. There are like a zombie or 2 in some of them, but you can quickly take them out. And then in 3 of the cocoons, you do find your companions, Gillian, Theron, and Musharib. Have been in the cocoons, and they have no idea what happened, but look very grateful to have been rescued.
Third. So the undead spiders captured a giant spider and cocooned him.
Yes, okay.
Don't question it.
Because fuck you, that's why. I was given 24 hours. That's what we
undead
came up
spiders
with.
may hate living spiders. We
They
don't know.
may.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just can't stop watching Raymond's
they're
camera.
capturing everything. It's fascinating. It's really crazy.
We got some great
Watching
colors
that,
going
too.
on now.
Mm-hmm. It's like a cyan thing going on right now.
Yeah, I think your webcam's definitely dying, Raymond.
So you rescue your companions.
Anything else in any of the other cocoons besides our compatriots?
Yeah.
5 million gold.
That's right.
Green gold.
One of the cocoons is just full of gold.
You find finally in one of the cocoons, you find like a satchel that looks like it's got a little bit of supplies in there. You find a potion of greater healing, and enough to where you can build another healing kit.
But this room
Okay.
is big enough for Gillian's tent thing, right?
I'm watching the video and that is
You're
yeah.
watching it? Yeah, you can see see a part of it. Yeah. This one is uneven. There's a big ridge down the middle. I guess not quite enough for you to climb up it, but it's like one was 5 feet higher than the other.
So, does our thing say it has to be on flat terrain?
I suppose not.
It's just a size It's a size thing.
Yes.
So if this has enough space, let's take a long rest here so we can all heal up without having to use some new fancy potion you just gave. I'm sure they're probably wounded from being in cocoons and trying to be eaten by small spiders. Can we do that?
Oh, Gillian is here. This looks big enough for the team.
Around.
I mean, I vote for that. Yeah.
I mean, before we leave, we need a rest of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't quite been long enough for you to get the benefits of a long rest yet.
But I mean, if she puts her tent thing up, we can take a long rest. And then we can just start the next session, all of us fully healed, and away we go.
What I see is Eric desperately trying to think of ways to tell us no.
I am. I'm desperately trying. That's fine. Go ahead. I give up. You've worn me down throughout the session. I am worn down. Yeah, you guys can rest. That's fine.
Just add hit points to whatever monster you were gonna make us fight next time.
All right. Thank you to Chris, Heather, and Raymond for playing. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching. Go to roguewatson.com for recaps. Patreon.com/roguewatson if you'd like to support the channel. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we'll see you next time.
Dear God, now Raven's just a purple mass.
He's green on mine.
Well, there was some green there too. This is like the video screen in like a pretentious swanky bar. Like the video screens in the background. That's what.
Yeah.
I don't even know what would do that.
That's the camera dying. It literally is
Yeah.
the camera dying. I've seen this many a time.